Regine, Velasquez before and after. Let's take a look at our new series here on this channel. How were those singers singing when they were massively young, and what are they doing now? How are they singing now? Hello my beautiful friends, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to this channel, my name is Tania and I'm doing reaction videos here since 2019. We have a whole playlist of Regine, Velasquez, and we have a whole playlist of a lot of Filipino singers and myself. I have been in the Philippines in Manila. We had the TNT boys in my singing studio. It was really amazing, so please watch till the end to see all the other amazing videos. I found a video from 1989 and Regine was singing, and I'm telling you, I'm not gonna go. And she's an incredible singer, isn't she? But let's dive in. Wow, ultra young. Wow, that's massively young, isn't it? I mean, let me know in the comment sections how old she is now, but looking to this, crazy. But the first thing that you're noticing is when you are younger, when young people come on stage, they are still a little bit hesitant. They don't really express themselves fully, but once they mature and they have a lot of, stage performances and they are established singers, a lot of them feel much more freer to express themselves, right? But what we can clearly see here, the way she uses her mouth with her vowels is very, very round, right? Nowadays, she's much more wider, using a lot of more space, a lot of more in that area here. So it's more in a smile, the jaw is loose. And I think that is back then, a lot of classic was really much established. Even in my time in Germany, classic singing was the upfront singing. Nowadays, it's much more reformed, it's much more changed. A lot of pop contemporary, a lot of Broadway is coming in. And so times have changed in terms of vocal technique. But you clearly can see she's very much expressing in that direction. Also, she's very friendly singing that song for now.
At the same time, we both share the same love. We both have the same minds. And time, we've had so much to share.
So not only was she a great singer back then, but you clearly can see the song lacks a little bit rawness and a little bit of an aggression, a little bit more storytelling, because in the end of the day, it's a song about a woman who can't believe the relationship is over, who's trying to change, who is fighting, and it serves a lot of dynamic within the song. So you have a lot of different emotions to go through. For now, Regine is trying, so the young Regine is trying to be very accurate, very clean, and also very friendly. You know what I mean? And also we can see the same movement. So when singers go for a repetitive movement, sometimes it can be stress. I'm telling you, sometimes. Doesn't have to apply to Regine per se, but when you see yourself, you're singing and you always go for the same movement, think about it. Are you doing this because you're a little bit stressed and you want to compensate? Or are you doing it tactically because you are, directing yourself through the song? Because that helps singers a lot once they raise the hand for higher notes, or they want to go down to sound a little bit more, get better nasal resonance. There's a lot of way how you can use gesture in neuroscience when it comes to singing, and that massively helps. Let's continue. Wow. Wow. Well, now she's obviously, because whenever you reach the higher notes, you have to really start to open up your mouth. And you have to make sure that you have no tension within the larynx or all around your neck area, because every time the neck squeezes, the inside squeezes too, the vocal folds come stronger together, the false vocal fold. So it's very difficult once you tense up. I would suggest for every singer, when you're singing, try to move. Because the less you move per second, you get more tense and tense and tense by the second. And then when muscles tense up, the pathway, so the whole throat is narrowing up. And that leads to the larynx being stuck. That leads to the tongue goes down. That leads to difficulties in high notes. That's just for you as a reminder. But overall, beautiful. You know, she's going into that really raw emotion. But I do notice she's for a long time really in one position, working with the upper body, right? And having a very close standing upper body. Well, if you think about Whitney Houston, it's much more open, big hands, because of the latissimus dorsi of the back muscle. Okay, let's give it another go. Ah, wow. Yeah, we're gonna make a stop here, and I know that deserves to be punished by all of you, making a stop here. But because we're doing a after to check, and I don't want the video to be exploding, but let me know if you want me to see a full video up front and then a full video next. But anyway, now she's going in much more power. There was a little bit of curdling, very, very slightly. And I think this can cause due to just, you know, being a little bit stressed and being a little bit nervous. So every time when you feel that you're nervous, sometimes different muscles can kick in. For example, the tongue, right? Or the body, the diaphragm, you know, and the tummy. Everything can restrict a lot, yeah, and it can lead to a little bit of tension. But amazing, 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 beautifully done. Let's see now how she is singing now. Just for the record, when my father passed away in the end of September last year, I was listening to Regine Velasquez, Papa Can You Hear Me, up and down. This is my all-time favorite rendition just by her. I think she was doing an absolutely fantastic job doing it now. Okay, You Are My Song. Avid Awards. Let's see.
So softly in my heart, I reach for you. You seem so near, yet so far. I hope and I pray.
Yeah, just a quick stop, you know. She's looking beautiful, super diva vibes, and you can clearly see just by the aura and how she's entering the stage. In her nowadays performances, you can clearly see a difference from a young artist, young singer, to someone that is really grown into that diva style. So one thing that you can always notice when it comes to singers in the before and after is the timbre changes, yeah? The voice changes, especially with female singers. They're going through different stages like perimenopause, menopause. After pregnancy, the voice changes sometimes drastically. Then injuries happen during pregnancies. That can make the voice change for some singers. It's actually a big thing. Also, your period on a monthly basis changes the sound of your voice, the thickness of your voice, the mucus. When you are on your period, this is now for singers that are female, they oftentimes are very airy. The vocal folds have a difficult time to close. They cannot reach the upper register. Overall, the singing becomes very heavy. And that can start a couple of days before the period kicks in. Have this in mind before you really tournament yourself, telling yourself that you're a bad singer, and every day the voice sounds different. And this can cause to acid reflux, perfumes, menthol, yeah, like bonbons or something. This could be different things. air sprays or whatever you use, you have not drink enough water, you can get very raspy. Okay, let's continue.
Someday I know down inside you're mine and I'm your true love. Or am I dreaming? How can I each time I try to say goodbye? You were there. You look my way. I touch the sky. We can share tomorrow and forevermore. I'll be there to love.
What an amazing breath management. So she's going on with her breath, and she's very fluid and very beautifully, working with the voice. Soft notes, getting longer, and how she's working into thin vocal folds is absolutely fantastically done here, without a lot of effort, without a lot of pushing. So what she has, and she didn't lose that, was fantastic breath management. And flexibility on the vocal folds. This is something that people lose after 30 or after 40. So basically after 40, sometimes breath and respiratory systems can change when you sing. Also, overall, when you're over 40, sometimes the body is lacking stability or physicality to support you when you sing. So this is why people say, do some sport while you sing. So this will help you to create stamina. So muscles are not deteriorating. And yes, the muscles can deteriorate the vocal folds. They can lose elasticity and lose flexibility. And they can deteriorate due to age. That doesn't have to be with everyone, right? Singers like Regine, Velasquez that are performers all their life, very much unlikely, but there are also different scenarios, right? Let's give it another go. Yeah, just a small little stop. Might be not the best video I choose for Regine, but we have a playlist. Keep that in mind, okay, with a lot of reactions and analysis. But it's the latest, so that's why I choose it to make it fair here, yeah. So what I think is beautifully what she maintained is having soft onsets. Now she's going very soft into the tone, soft into the note. This is very difficult because that's overall difficult for singers, because that takes a lot of work, coordinated work, to be really soft. Think about Sade when she picks the notes and she makes them fly. And it really takes precision to be that really beautiful on pitch and not overdo it with too much chest voice or too much, too much pushing. This is something that also when it comes to age, sometimes elderly people, we talk about really massively elderly people, they, because of lack of stability and lack of muscle, they try to push even further to make the vocal folds close. And it becomes very, very harsh when they start to sing, when they start to go for the note. Let me know in the comment sections which star you want to do a before and after video when they were younger and older. And here is a playlist of Regine Velasquez. My first time reaction, almost 10 years ago, I think 8 years ago. I think that was Papa, Can You Hear Me? Absolutely fantastic and phenomenal. And also, if you want to learn how to sing, then head over to the Tania Vocal Studio for one-on-one lessons online from Germany. if you want to come over and learn precise technical skills. We have also an AI, learn how to sing like a pro for $9 a month, where all my technical skills are there. And when you type in, you can sing in and it will give you a really clean, good feedback, what you can do with your voice, where your problems are, and it gives you really good exercises. Hashtag weaponize your voice, get strong and kick ass.